Bhaja Govindam, verse 5. Difference between attachment and caring. Yavat vittoparjana saktah tavan nija parivaro raktah paschat jivati jarjara dehe vartam kopina pritchati gehe. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. As long as there is capability to earn, so long the kith and kin are attached to you. Later on, when you come to live with an infirm body, no one at home cares to speak even a word with you. Seek Govinda, O foolish mind. Let's listen to a story based on verse 5. A king once invited a holy saint for dinner. The king was waiting for him at the dining table along with other invitees who were great scholars. The saint came dressed in his ordinary clothes. Seeing this and not recognizing the saint, the palace guards did not allow him inside. The holy saint then changed into appropriate clothes and returned to the palace where he was welcomed. After being seated on the dining table, he removed his coat and placed it on the chair next to him. When the food was served, he offered it to the court. This appeared ridiculous to all present there. Such an act did not befit the wise person, and all the people were surprised. The king asked the saint as to why he was indulging in this silly act of feeding a non-living thing like a coat. The wise master then responded, I was allowed inside because of my attire, which is this coat. Hence, this coat has more value and respect than me. People recognize the coat better, and so I am feeding the coat instead of myself. Man gets attached to the material world, including his family and material possessions he has. He feels that his family and friends love him. He works hard for them, doing all the best things possible. As he gets older and the body becomes infirm, he realizes people loved him for what he had, his possessions, what he was able to give them, and not for what he actually is. He gets disillusioned. The people whom he thought would love him and reciprocate his feelings don't seem to do so. This he realizes very late in life. Hence, Adi Shankara exhorts us to realize this early in life, that love and do your duty towards others, but don't get attached to them. Instead, cultivate the habit of chanting the Lord's name, who will always be with you and never desert you. Now, a story for the students. One day, a father of a very wealthy family took his son on a trip to the country with the firm purpose of showing his son how poor people can be. They spent a couple of days and nights on the farm of what would be considered a very poor family. On the return trip, the father asked his son, How was the trip? It was great, Dad. Did you see how poor people can be? The father asked. Oh, yeah, said the son. So, what did you learn from the trip? Asked the father. The son answered, I saw that we have one dog and they had 4. We have a pool that reaches to the middle of our garden, and they have a creek that has no end. We have imported lanterns in our garden, and they have the stars at night. Our patio reaches to the front yard, and they have the whole horizon. We have a small piece of land to live on, and they have fields that go beyond our sight. We have servants who serve us, but they serve others. We buy our food, but they grow theirs. We have walls around our property to protect us. They have friends to protect them. With this, the boy's father was speechless. Then his son added, Thanks, Dad, for showing me how poor we are. Too many times we forget what we have and concentrate on what we don't have. What is one person's worthless object is another's prized possession. It is all based on one's perspective. It makes you wonder what would happen if we all give thanks for the bounty we have instead of worrying about wanting more. One can be happier and develop peace of mind when one is contented and has an attitude of gratitude for all the blessings of life. One who has least desires is a rich man, and one who has the most desires is a poor man. From this verse, children should understand that as they are growing up, they may find that many people use others only for their benefit, fair weather friends as they are called. As long as a friend is rich and able to splurge on his other friends, they remain as a friend. The moment that friend doesn't have the money, they desert that friend. Though it may not be true for all, but it is not uncommon to see selfish people all around. People like to be associated with popular, famous, rich, and influential people because of their position or wealth and not because of any of their inner qualities. Having said that, there are great people and saints like Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda, who through their inner strength and qualities brought transformation in many people worldwide. They are the examples to be followed to live a worthy life in the world. That inner strength or quality, which is our true self, can be recognized by imbibing human values which should be developed from a very young age. Jai Sai Ram.